Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John here. I'm going to show you how to create a contact form in WordPress using WP Forms. And WP Forms is a great way to create a website. It has a lot of great templates and things like that that you can use to get started. And I'll show you those things. The first thing you want to do is go to your settings. And in your settings, what you want to do is verify that your license key is active. So I'm going to verify it, and once you do that, you'll get this pop-up, and then you're good to go. So go ahead and hit OK. Once you hit OK, and you're good to go. Next, I'm going to show you how to activate your add-ons. You'll have a lot of add-ons to choose from. You don't have to activate each one of them. I've taken the liberty to activate each one just to see, what options I have when I create a form. And so one of the things that you'll have is a form abandonment add-on, form templates pack add-on, which will unlock an additional 100 add-ons. You may be familiar with MailChimp for, mailing lists, PayPal standard add-on, and Stripe add-ons if you want to accept any type of payments. Now, in the course of this video, I won't go in extreme depth. I'll go depth, but I will show you some ways in future videos for each of the features so that you can get more familiar with them. But in this video, I just want to show you how easy it is just to create a simple form. So I'm going to hit all forms, hit add new. And from here, I'm going to go right into my form name. If I click on one of the templates, it'll take that form name like simple contact, but I'm going to just put my own name in, contact John. But before we go and actually go into how to create a form or choose that template, I'm going to show you the additional templates that you have available, and there are a lot of them. I mean, you have a lot to choose from, and they're just not simple forms. You can see some sophisticated forms here, like file upload form, gift card order form, health insurance quote form, home buyer feedback form, lesson plan form. I mean, there are a lot of forms to choose from. So what this shows you is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. WP Forms allows you to start from a template, and if you need something, you use it. If you don't need it, you can delete it out of your form. And if you need to add something else that's not in the template that you selected, they have a lot of things that you can put in there. So let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and start with create a simple contact form. So when you click on a component, you can simply just kind of drag it up, down, position where you want to put it. If you click on any of you can drag in a standard field or other fields that are available. You can delete that field easily by hitting the trash can, hitting OK. You can click on any of the components and be able to go to the field options, and the field options will allow you to click on how you want to display certain components. As in this instance, you can do first, middle, last, simple, but I'm going to do first and last. If you want to make that field required, you can do that as well. If you scroll down, you can go to advanced options. If you need field size to increase that, you can do that as well. If you want to hide a label, hide sub labels, you can do that. If you are advanced and know how to do CSS classes, you also have that available, and as far as conditionals as well, like a if then statement that you will be able to write, and I'll cover that more in depth in a future video. And so for each of the components, you have different field options that you can choose from that you want your form to be able to do. And you also have fancy fields, which will consist of the captcha for security, file upload, and you have the payment fields, which you can set up in your settings, which will allow you to take payments. So in your settings, you can do notifications. You can go and add the admin email, which is in your WordPress dashboard, but you can put a comma and add another email if you need it. And confirmations, you can click on the confirmation type. You can leave a message, as that is right there. You can do show page, and with show page allows you to do a confirmation page that you've already created. You can also go to the URL redirect. You may have a special message that you want your customers to know. Form abandonment, people fill out forms, but then they leave. You can account for that. Post submissions, surveys, and polls, you can activate that, and then you'll be able to do polling conversational forms, you can enable that, and you'll be able to actually, I think, go back and forth with your customers via the form. With the form locker, you can do password protection, enable scheduling, so do a start, end date, start time, entry limit. I only want 100 per day. And user, do the users have to be logged in. Form pages, you can enable that as well, and write a nice little message if you need. So next I'm going to go to marketing. If you are one that wants to do some marketing, you'll have the ability to add these type of add-ons that we added earlier. And so if you like me, I like to use MailChimp, and it allows me to, create mailing lists. So hit add new connection, and here I'm going to write newsletter. So once I type in newsletter, I'm going to simply hit OK. And from there, you go to MailChimp.com, get your MailChimp API and account nickname. Payments, you can activate, your PayPal, enable that, put in your email address. And if you want to go ahead and start accepting payments, you can choose production. But if you want to do a sandbox or test, you can do test and kind of see how the whole payment structure will work. And if you want to be able to do shipping, things like that, and as you saw above, the payment type as well. You can choose between products and services and donations. With Stripe, you'll have to go to WPForms settings to set it up. I prefer PayPal. That's just my preference. So once you're doing creating your form, you can go to save. And once you save, you can embed, copy and paste the short code here. And they have a nice little instructional video that'll show you how to embed it. But I'm going to show you. Now, another way that you can use a short code, but in this video, I'm not going to use the short code because I'm going to show you an even simpler way to get your form to display, but you can copy this short code as well if you need to. If you have a form that you need to put in a page builder like Divi, Elementor, I use Oxygen, but that's what I use. Now, I created a contact page that I'm going to show you how simple it is to actually add WP Forms. What you'll be able to do once you get on the page, you'll be able to add a widget. And the way that you're going to be able to add that widget is that you're going to click on the plus sign to the right. You can type in WP Forms. It'll pop up. You can, if it's in your most used, you can go that route as well. You can scroll down and click on widgets and click WP Forms and select the form, and look there, contact John. It's going to upload the form that I created. And so you can show the title over in your form settings or show a description if you have one. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and update this form. I'm going to preview it. Now when you see this form, it's going to be full width, and that's because I'm using the Oxygen builder for my form, and I have some things that I have to go in and tweak, but you'll see this in full width. But to show you that this form builder or form plugin, WPForms, has nice structure, I'm going to show you a page on my website that I created that actually uses the WP Forms. In the page builder, I was able to tweak my form to style it how I wanted to. And there you go, a beautiful form using WP Forms. In another video, I'll show you some of the more in-depth features. In this video, I just wanted to show you how simple it was to create a form from some of the ready-made forms that are available in WP Forms. If you happen to have any additional questions or videos that you want to see from me, let me know in the comments section, and I'll be glad to answer them.